Fixed signs, you ready? Clear the energy. Taurus, what do you need to know today? Sorry, this Chinese page that I follow keeps posting and it's pinging. So, Taurus, 27th of April 2020. Oh, Taurus. Pisces energy. Secrets, hidden enemies, karmic situations, issues with the toes and feet, lack of boundaries, which is what we've been talking about in the astrology. You've got to set your boundaries up. Sacrificing yourself for people that aren't grateful. So why do it? Come off your cross. Stop playing the martyr. Stop playing the victim. Number 4 is important, but those born on the 12th, living or past, date for your diary and address are massively important. So what's this karmic situation you got yourself into? What's it all about? And where's it going? Don't forget, the window of opportunity is closing. Sorry, it's just, I don't know how to turn the notifications off. It's quite annoying. So 2 major arcanas already. Not too many. 3 major arcanas. You are definitely connected to a Leo, aren't you? So, here we go. It's about unconditional love, really. There may be a water sign female involved, but anybody loving, a loving, unconditional female. There is marriages involved. There is close friendships involved. There is probably institutions involved. Teaching, learning and faith. Taurus is mentioned, which is you. And it's the astrology because it's about the throat and neck. And material wealth. So somebody is definitely going to have to speak today. Spirit is telling you not to worry because they're walking by your side and they are sending someone so that you do not walk the next part of this journey alone. They're lighting up the path in front of you so you do not stumble and fall, and it's positive energy. Obstacles will be removed, something's coming to light, something will be illuminated. There is children involved. There's born 1966 plus or minus 12 possibly, and the sunflowers are positive signs from spirit. So there's born on the 5th or the 23rd, 9th or the 27th, which is today, and the 19th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Leo and a water sign, but the major arcanas are the most important thing. Go with your gut instinct. This is about the health services, possibly maybe somebody that works in the health services, the intestines and the abdomen. Travel is indicated within or without, which is quite strange because we're not supposed to be going anywhere, but hey ho. The key to a problem is speaking up and saying what you think. Unconditional love. Yeah, because there's problems within the home and family life. There is a male enemy, possibly connected to somebody born 1965 plus or minus 12 February to February. The Leo may have been lying to you and that's what's illuminated, or someone familiar to you, or someone born 1974 plus or minus 12 February to February, that there's a marriage lady involved in the situation with children somewhere. So that's maybe what the lies are about. You're in love with somebody who's married. Oh dear. Or it may be your marriage, where something comes to light about lies, and you need to decide if this is true love or not. Because if it's not, there's not worth putting any effort into it. Yep. Look at yourself in the mirror. If you love what you see, that's great. If you don't, change it. Because as far as the divine's concerned, you are perfect in all your perfect imperfections. So you've got to love yourself, basically, unconditionally. Whatever you decide, you've got to live with yourself. This is a karmic situation, don't forget, secrets and hidden enemies, and they are there. But it's safe for you to love, so there is someone that you can love because it's unconditional love, it's reciprocated love, but it is a karmic situation and possibly a secret love. I don't know, you and that Leo. Yep, so, as Spirit said, you have to go within. This is about your yellow chakra, which is around the navel area. It's obviously where the umbilical cord was, so it brings you, it grounds you. Stay centered. So being centered is a quality that most of us possess. Well, not many of us, possess. It means having an ongoing sense of control in our lives and the outcome we create. The ability to take things in our stride and roll with the punches. Somehow, in amongst the challenges of which we often plague our lives, you have remarkably found this gift among the turmoil. Your optimism is the key to your success, and when you find yourself down and out, you quickly turn the situation into something of a comedy and ultimately change the outcome from awful to wonderful and fun, for others maybe. People continue to look to you to decide how they themselves will respond to a particular situation. Your family and friends consult you before making decisions, as they know that your comments come from a loving and well-balanced perspective. The beauty of your personality allows you to be a person of strength and wisdom without ego or judgment. In some ways, you are the ultimate guru for those around you, which is that card, so we've gone full circle. Yet you have no idea of the effect you have on others. So be very careful how you say things, what you say, because you are, something you say today will have a massive effect on someone's life. So be very careful. Especially if it's someone that you love, but feel that for some reason you can't be together, you have to be very careful that you aren't pushing them away to something else. Say what you think, say what you mean, and stick to it, is today's astrology. Leo, you've been mentioned in Taurus's card again. So what we're going to do. What's the message, please, for Leo today, 27th of April, 2020? Just let us know what they need to know, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, Leo. If you're a mother, you're probably seeing your ass and arguing with everybody. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children, lack of abundance, lack of growth in this situation. I've told you before, haven't I? You're not going to get anywhere, you're just going to stagnate while you're in this situation. For some of you, and I'm very sorry for it, there is a loss of a child or the termination of a pregnancy. There's a connection to November the 11th, the military, Remembrance Day in the UK, and poppies. This is arguments with a woman. There's no avoiding this argument. And it could also be a mistress. Those born on the 3rd or the 30th, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. So what does Leo need to know, please, Spirit? Possible doctor, priest or lawyer, man of knowledge. He's seen his ass as well, so chances are you'll be arguing with him. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possibly, or somewhere in the chart. This is a man that's not afraid to cut people out of his life. So you'll know him straight away because he can be quite nasty. You're finally accepting the situation for what it is and separating. And they've done it again. The thing that never happens, happens. You cannot avoid this argument. You need to accept the situation as it is, feel the fear and say it anyway, because now is the time. There is something going on here that's not a nice situation, but you're going to have to accept it so that you can move on. Someone's either, if you're the male, you've cut someone out of your life. If someone else is the male, they've cut you out of the life. There could be a third party in this situation. Somebody has been bored because of the stagnating situation and looked elsewhere. And it could be you. 4 months is mentioned before you can accept this situation. Yeah, somebody's holding their breath to see what happens next. Cancer and Aries had that exact card. There will be no reunions. This is about a marriage or a commitment and children. There may be someone's got pregnant, either the third party or yourself, if you're in a third party situation, or it could be a brand new beginning because you've realised nothing can grow in this situation, but you need to commit yourself to something, but it's not the person you thought it was going to be, or it's not an old relationship, it's a new one. No reunions. I think there's a big issue about fertility in this situation for some. You are free now to go anywhere in the world that you desire. You can do it exactly what you want. That's what Spirit is saying. So where do you want to go? If this was a personal reading, I would go more into the child, because I believe someone has a child in spirit, and whether they believe they have a right to think about that child, because sometimes when people terminate, it's for all sorts of reasons, and it doesn't mean that they don't love the child, and the connection is still there. So know that if you have a child in spirit, they are safe with loved ones. You have to keep an open mind, because I don't think the person you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with is the one that you thought of. Keep an open mind, because your soulmate will differ from your usual type or what you expected. And for a long time, the astrology and other tarot readers have been saying it could be someone of a different culture, ethnicity, or religion. Eros, yeah, this is mutual love. This is a new love. You've been struck by Cupid's arrow. Possibly there's a Sagittarius involved, but it's also about trust. So, Eros is the Greek god of love, born of the son of Aphrodite. He is considered to be the most beautiful and youngest of all the Greek gods. He is depicted as a young winged boy holding a bow and arrow in his hand, and is often represented as Cupid. Eros fell in love with Psyche, and because she was so beautiful, he insisted that she would never look upon him for her own safety, therefore would only meet in the darkness of night, so this may have been an affair that started in the night time. After much pressure from her family, who did not believe her story of his beauty, Psyche was tricked Eros by lighting a lamp. As she saw his beauty, she began to tremble, and as she did, hot oil from the lamp fell on Eros and scarred him with the burn. In physical and emotional pain, he flew away, wondering why she had doubted him. Aphrodite seeks revenge on Psyche. However, as Eros heals from his wounds, he returns to Psyche to rescue her from his mother. They then marry and live out their life together. Like Eros, your commitment to the family and friends whom you love is overwhelming. You give your all and never think twice before the energy you put into your relationships, as you are very satisfied by how it makes you feel and how much loved in return. At times, though, you don't feel this is true. This is one of those moments. You have little to fear, as your loved ones are just preoccupied at present and not giving you the attention that's normally given to you. They have no idea that you're feeling left out right now. These past fears of abandonment are influencing your present. Just recognize these feelings belong in the past and let them go. Give your loved one a moment and a bit of space to get back on their feet, and everything will return to normal just as you like it. So I believe this is someone outside of your normal everyday life, and because of the isolation period, you've been separated. And all sorts of ideas are going around your head about what they're doing, but trust me, they're doing exactly what you're doing. Sat waiting for the time that you can speak on a night and watching Netflix or buggering about on Facebook or playing games, whatever, but they're not doing anything that you expect they are. So you do need to cut someone out of your life though, or someone needs to end it with you, but none of what you think is the case. It's somebody totally different that you are meant to be with. So who's next? Scorpio, 27th of April 2020. Scorpio. Fantastic, Scorpio. Change for the better. Cancer had that. Do the lottery. Run of good luck coming your way. Those born on the 10th, living or past it. For your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. Changes come in. You don't like change because you're a fixed sign, but never mind. It will be for your betterment. Fixed signs I mentioned. You, Taurus, Leo and Aquarius. Possibly a Capricorn, and possibly those born 1965, plus or minus 12 February to February. Good sign, good changes. Blessings all round. Oh, you're getting over heartache, sorrow, loss, separation. Illumination to a problem, obstacles being removed, you're feeling much happier. It could be to do with children and travel. Those born on 1966 plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. 3 weeks is mentioned to 3 months. There are no reunions and you're going to have to defend what's yours. So something is coming to light, perhaps about a three-way situation or minor surgery. But with the 2 3s, it could be a 3-way situation. It's not always a love triangle. It could be the kids getting between you and your partner, the grandkids, the parents, the in-laws. But there's no reunion, so the obstacles are removed from your life and you can start defending what's yours without interference from others. There is, however, problems with money, problems within the home, and possibly a strange building needs to be visited too for a negative reason. There is a Virgo woman or a very high maintenance lady that you hold in high regard, possibly very successful, and a young lady that once did service for you is no longer there to help. So it could be a daughter or something like that that's left or not around anymore, and empty nest syndrome, feeling a bit down, but things are coming to light and improving because the obstacles are being removed. You can solve any matter if you face it head on. Don't put the envelope behind the clock and not pay the bill. Face it head on, ring them up, say, right, I'm sorry but I can't afford this, and it'll be sorted in one way or another for your better good. So face things head on. That was just one scenario. Not every one of you has got a bill to pay, but just don't ignore things. Try and face them head on, especially today, and communicate. It's very important today that you communicate how you feel. Don't rely on others to change your life for you. Do it yourself. Yep, you've got to trust yourself, others, and the situation. It's calling for you to have faith in yourself, spirit, and others. Everything happens for a reason. Resilience. Yes, you're very resilient. You are. This is the base of your spine, so some of you may be suffering a bit of stress at the back in your back. But resilience is the ability to withstand the challenges and difficulties which we all experience in our life's journey. The ability to have the experience and learn how to better manage these situations if presented with them again is the real art of resilience. Resilience empowers us to become confident and to trust and understand that we have the will and the knowledge to manage any circumstances. Again, so they've said it twice, you have everything you need to get through this. Resilience empowers us to become confident and to trust and understand that we have the will and the knowledge to manage any circumstances. Whilst embroiled in the situation, we find it hard to comprehend where our strength will come from. However, somehow we connect to an inner knowing. We understand that wisdom gained from such circumstances only adds to the richness of our lives. You have the strength of will and stamina to see this through to the end, however painful it may be. You are reaching new limits within yourself which you never thought you could survive. It's been such a hard time with very little rewards to keep you motivated to continue the fight. The battle was unavoidable and you put up a good fight, but now it's time to walk away and heal yourself from the wounds you sustained. It's almost over, and in a few more days there will be a resolution to this issue. The key to this experience is to ensure you find time to mend your broken spirit and soothe your battered soul. Once you begin to self-nurture, you will wonder what all the fuss was about in the first place. So love yourself first. Change is on its way, and it's all for the better. Aquarius, what do you need to know? 27th of April 2020. Aquarius messages, Spirit, please. Libra energy, justice, fairness, things being seen to be fair, balance returns to your life. Can you see that? It's a bit, isn't it? There we go. And this rules the lines and the marital home. Libra. If you go into court, it will probably go in your favour. The number 11, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. There's a Leo lady again. You have the Leo as well, don't you? Financial success, but you're torn between what you should do and what you want to do. Possibly between two properties, two dogs. Those born 1970 plus or minus 12, February. You're running around in a bit of a fog because you're worried about what other people think. It's Capricorn energy, which rules contracts, manipulation, the external public life, passion, usually a toxic situation. Those born on the 15th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important. And issues with the knees and bones. Somebody's putting off making a decision because they are confused. They probably by the 7th of May, when the full moon comes round, you'll be able to make more sense of this. 2 weeks is mentioned. Not having all the facts, being in denial, or protecting your heart from some hurt. So you are being manipulated. Torn between what you want to do and what you should do. Go with what you want to do. Sod what other people think. Too many, sorry. Oh, these dogs, they keep coming up, don't they? 1970 plus or minus 12, February to February. In unfaithfulness, disloyalty, and someone that you relied on. There's possibly a Virgo lady or a high maintenance lady, which could be the same one there, the financially successful lady. She, you have her on a bit of a pedestal. There will be no reunions, I'm afraid, at this time, but that's obvious with lockdown, isn't it? But there is happiness in love coming your way, so that's brilliant. Someone loves you very much. Someone's going where they're happy. They're not reuniting with someone who's a waste of space. They're going to go towards their happiness in love. And they may be worried about what other people will think. So if they're worried about what you'll think, please don't judge them. And if you're worried about what they think, the only person who has to judge you is yourself. Spread your positive energy everywhere you go. You need to be open to the new opportunities now. Don't look back and don't return. It's not worth it. The past is over. The present, the future's not promised. So live in the now and enjoy your life. Yeah, because the red flags are cautioning you. You know what they've done. So don't go backwards. Look forwards, there's something far better out there for you. The signs are cautioning you. And probably have been doing for quite some time. Yeah, red chakra fairy, so you may be getting backache for all the stress. Just hang in there. Everything happens for a reason. The red chakra angel represents the base chakra, which is situated in the base of the spine. This is strong-willed and is able to be honest with all those who she has relationships with. She's courageous and confident in her abilities to be centre of attention. Being at the centre does not bother her in the least because she is strong-willed and nothing anyone says is going to affect her in the least. So this needs to be you. Don't let what anybody says make a difference. The red chakra fairy has an air of self-awareness which provides her with advanced skills of survival. This makes her a great person to be around during times of crisis. Don't be afraid of her or judge her for her extrovert behaviour, because everyone needs her confidence to encourage and support them in their journey. So maybe you need someone like this in your life, or a friend that normally you would look down on because she doesn't conform. Is just the same person that you need now to help you through this position. Your challenge is to understand such people who play these roles in your life. They are often scapegoated and told they're show-offs, when in fact they're simply providing a mirror for those of us who are reluctant to walk out into the light for fear of being ridiculed. It's time for you to stop hiding, find your place on the stage. You want your opinions to be heard, only you are too fearful for you to do that, and that you will meet the same fate as those already judged as being too loud. When you find the courage to take centre stage, you will be pleasantly surprised that in fact those on the stage are warm and welcoming, and the others up there will be very glad you joined them. They're waiting for you, and when you stand up to be counted, your friends and family will gain a whole new respect for you. You will understand the difference between show-offs and those who have a serious message to share. Once you do this, your problems will be getting you back off the stage again. You will love the limelight so much. And it doesn't mean the limelight like after attention. It means that you'll finally shine your own light. You won't be dimming it anymore for other people. Thanks for listening.